Elon Musk may be on the verge of securing a massive multi-billion-dollar contract with the federal government through the FAA. Yeah, this is all happening even though his DOGE team is currently plugged into the FAA systems and is also on the front lines of cutting the federal workforce, including more than 350 probationary employees at the FAA. And that's all raising a lot of concerns, again, about Elon Musk's potential conflicts of interest. It's a story I've been following here on this page. In fact, I did a huge deep dive video about the more than $20 billion in federal government contracts that Elon Musk has won over the last few years. But to explain what's going on now, I need to take you back to the end of January, to that midair collision in Washington, D.C. between the passenger jet and that Army helicopter that killed 67 people. 1 week after that, the new Transportation Secretary, Sean Duffy, posted this to his X account. Big news! Talk to the DOGE team. They are going to plug in to help upgrade our aviation system. Now, before I get to the plug-in part of what he said, I need to make something very clear. It is a fact that the systems and the infrastructure the FAA uses to have air traffic control run smoothly is old and clunky. It absolutely needs an upgrade. Some experts believe those upgrades are critical. No one disputes that. But it's also a fact that the federal government has been in the process of revamping those systems for years. See, upgrading a massive, complicated system like the FAA's takes time. Now, after Secretary Duffy made that plug-in announcement on February 5th, Elon Musk posted to X that President Trump was fully in support of his DOGE team going into the FAA and making rapid safety upgrades to the air traffic control system. Turns out that DOGE team was actually from Musk's company, SpaceX. According to Secretary Duffy on February 16th, he said President Trump ordered him to deliver a new world-class air traffic control system that will be the envy of the world. And to do that, he needs advice from the brightest minds in America. He said the next day, February 17th, the SpaceX team was going to tour the air traffic control system command center in Virginia to get a first-hand look at the current system, learn what air traffic controllers like and dislike about their current tools, and envision how we can make a new, better, modern, and safer system. He said he is also asking for help from any high-tech American developer or company willing to give back to our country. Now, since then, there has been no announcement by the Secretary of any other company taking similar tours of the FAA's command center. Well, fast forward to Monday of this week. It was reported that Elon Musk sent thousands of his Starlink satellite terminals for deployment at FAA facilities. On Monday, the FAA put out this statement confirming that those Starlink terminals are in fact being tested at one facility in Atlantic City, and 2 terminals are being tested at non-safety critical sites in Alaska. The only issue with that is Verizon already secured a more than $2 billion government contract with the FAA to do this very same work back in 2023. Shortly after the FAA put out that statement about the Starlink terminals, Elon Musk took to his X platform and trashed Verizon, saying the Verizon system is not working, and so it is putting air travelers at serious risk. He doubled down today with this post, saying Verizon's communication system to air traffic control is breaking down very rapidly. The FAA assessment is single-digit months to catastrophic failure, putting air traveler safety at serious risk. The Starlink terminals are being sent at no cost to the taxpayer on an emergency basis to restore air traffic control connectivity. The situation is extremely dire. Of course, Elon Musk's Starlink system is considered world-class and is particularly important for remote areas. But today, Verizon pushed back, saying Elon Musk has no idea what he's talking about. Verizon isn't responsible for the systems in place right now. You know, the ones Musk says are on the verge of catastrophic failure. Verizon says another company is responsible, L3Harris. Verizon won that multi-billion-dollar FAA contract to fix those L3Harris systems. The company said today, our company is working on building the next generation system for the FAA, which will support the agency's mission for safe and secure air travel. We are at the beginning of a multi-year contract to replace antiquated legacy systems. Our teams have been working with the FAA's technology teams, and our solution stands ready to be deployed. We continue to partner with the FAA on achieving its modernization objectives. Well, Faced with the facts, Elon Musk ended up correcting himself later today, saying, "Correction, the ancient system that is rapidly declining in capability was made L3 Harris." I think he meant to say made by L3 Harris. The new system that is not yet operational is from Verizon. Just one more piece of information you should consider here. Understanding that this whole situation would probably raise a few alarm bells about potential conflicts of interest between Elon Musk and the Trump administration. In that statement on Monday, the FAA said the department had been considering the use of Starlink since the prior administration to increase reliability and remote sites. Look, we know the federal government, including the FAA, is in the process of reviewing a wide range of federal contracts. This multi-billion-dollar contract with Verizon appears to be one. Now, there is no guarantee that the FAA will drop the contract with Verizon, and there is no guarantee that if they do drop it, that Elon Musk's company, SpaceX, would win it. But the fact is, there is law and federal regulations that prohibit government contractors from having any conflict of interest and warn even against the mere appearance of a conflict of interest. Obviously, we want the best air traffic control system, and obviously, as I reported, we already know the current system needs to be upgraded. But how that gets done and who gets to do it, I'll let you decide that part.